Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel. It's Tuesday. It's the brand new league week, and it's Clio Cups. It's the Clio Cup League starting at Sardinia Route B. Excuse me. Good evening, Lee. Good evening, Silver Surfer. Yes, we're absolutely fine over here. Hope everybody's well. We've got Twitch up as well today, and we've got YouTube running. We'll have to see what happens. Just going to put the chat up. Don't know how many people are coming tonight. Kind of expecting around 8 to 10 drivers. Not anymore. I've had no confirmations really. I don't run a confirmation system for the league. Somebody asked if there was space available for Friday's league, and like I say, I don't run an application process, so I don't know who's coming. In actual fact, we weren't to have this league. In all fairness, this league was we were supposed to be moving home, but that's not happening. So there we have it. Good evening, Norman. The lobby is up and waiting for everybody, and the chat room is open. We'll just have to see what everybody's doing. There's Damo. Good evening, sir. How are you? I'm all right, sir. I'm all right for a Tuesday. We will. I'm a little bit concerned that my little Clio will have oil degradation by the end of the evening if I run too much practice. So I noticed that whilst we did the practice events the other day, my oil was in pretty shocking state after running for like 3 hours. So, oh, we've had some deleted messages from the Silver Surfer. Not sure what's happened there. I'm going to view the deleted message and see what that says. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. I don't see what's wrong with any of that. It's the last one where he says Norm. I think there's any need to take any action there, so hopefully people can see that. But yeah, just careful with words in caps. Right, let's dive on the track and see what we do. Start with hards, work away. Yeah, understand, Silver. It's the bot doesn't like the caps. Hello. That's Chippy. So good evening, Azza. Good evening, Wilkie. Hey up, fella. I'm alright, mate. Just house moving is not happening. That's gone. That's alright, it's all fell through. Buyer didn't want to progress, so the one we were going to buy has fell through as well because we can't move. So it doesn't matter. He'll probably still be there. Probably it's been on the market for 2 years, so hopefully it'll still be there. But we can't commit. We can't go forward without a buyer. So the old chain process. Good evening. On hards? No. Brake balance isn't applicable here. Oh. Yeah, sorry. Good evening, Keeley. It's one of those, I thought I had the speed to get round that corner and it just slung me off. Oh, come on, hard tyres, they just don't want to stop, do they? It's the same format as last time round. It's 20 minutes hard tyres only. It is a intensely, really technical circuit, this one. It is a real tester. You'd think it's fairly straightforward, as Wilkie says, it looks easy. But by heck, it's hard to find it. Especially when you throw the different tyre types in, and the grip differential between them all is quite significant. So bearing in mind we've got a little bit of time offset between the USA and the UK at the minute. The USA time has changed. They've changed their clocks already. So we should be good for Big Popper to start this at 9:15. We should. Because he's finishing, well, I don't suppose he's at work, but we're an hour earlier for him than normal. So, sorry, an hour later for him than normal. Now he's changed time. I don't know which way it is. But we're definitely an hour different to what we usually are. Yeah, it'd be 9:15 qualifying starts. That's what it's supposed to be. Yeah. I like to get the first race on the kind of go by 9:30. It means we can try and finish before 11 to give people midweek sort of an earlier night. That's the idea. Yeah, sound. Awesome. I don't think I'm doing so bad on hards, to be honest. As long as everybody else is on softs, I'm doing alright. Fuel should be good. We shouldn't have any issue with fuel. I wouldn't have thought for the 20 minutes at least. Should be able to get through a race with... Coming out. Yeah, I'm in 5th. Azza is in 4th. Big Papa's in the room. Even an Azza. Look at that grip difference with mediums. Turn 1 you have to get spot on. I haven't found it yet. I really haven't found it. It can be... It's the round one. Circle. I don't think we see this truck run very often in this way. It's very rarely run in reverse. No, I haven't. It was a daily a few months ago. Okay. Okay. Oh yeah, we ran the Ferrari 512 and the Subaru GR4 was the other way round. I can't remember what the other one was. Yeah, it finishes the track really well, that. You either go slow down the start finish and ruin the next lap as well, or you can absolutely nail it. I might get a penalty for that. Is Dutch on tonight? I think he might be. I've not heard from him. Oh, Dutch is here. Yeah, he is, Keely. Dutch is in. Right, we'll put a set of softs on now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 1 Which corner? First one. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it gets a bit heavy. I was getting penalties here the other night on the final corner by running too far out onto the blue stuff. So got a message for you, Dutch, from Keely. She knows you've got a bit of experience with bikes, and she's looking to do a CBT and get a bike, and she'd like some advice. I won't pass. I've passed it on, Keely. The response was more, you can be safer. He'll come back to you, Keely. Look at those two times, a 6:08 and a 6:09. Just a thousandths of a part. Yeah, it's 3 seconds here. Oh, look at the difference time between me and Chippy. That tells a story. 4:20. Coming out. It's because she's small, finding a good sized bike. Yeah. Yeah. You're thinking 125 kind of size. Yeah. Understood. Yeah, she's looking for a smaller frame to suit her shorter size. I'd go Honda Step Through 90. Best bikes in the world. Which ties in Dutch's recommendation of going Japanese. I've managed. I've bent a few piston rods myself. Melted a few tops of pistons as well. Yeah. I've done mine. 85 in the slipstream of a truck. Overtook it on the bypass. Had a full fender screen on it. It was an awesome bike. Pizza delivery top box on the back. I'm down to 6th place, look. Batman goes 103.591. I'm purple at the final split. Gandhi's still gone 4-way flasher. Okie dokie. We've gone top of the tree. Oh, we're down. Mini Moto, 4'11". You'll be fine. Sure shifted way too early there. This will be my last lap. One more. Just the one more. That's incredibly slow through there, that's braking for T1, that is. We could put a set another tyres on, but I don't really want to burn the oil out for later in the race. So that'll be me. We'll leave the guys with something to have a go at there. And then we'll have a chat through who's arrived and who's racing. Because we don't run an entry list, so we don't know. They're teeny tiny, Wilkie. I really haven't looked at what the marketplace is like at the minute for smaller motorbikes. I know electrics are trying to sort of dominate the market and come in, but they're going to be quite fast, aren't they? But I just don't trust that the batteries are going to be any sort of power and size to give you any sort of distance or sort of ability to move along, so... Do they? Okay. So you're sitting duck, basically. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Yeah. But what's the recommendation on 125s for people on L plates now? Isn't it limited anyway? I thought they were trying to...
40 horsepower, is it?
Yeah, something like that. It's really not a massive amount, is it? So it's I know a lot of people when I was growing up were like, was it Mini Fireblade? Can't remember what no, for the 125s it was a tiny CBR, but it'd be a CBR, yeah, that's right. NSR 125, yeah. Yeah. There was a Yamaha, wasn't there? With a blue tank with yellow badges on the side. I remember a friend of mine having one of them.
Yeah, like you said, DT was the...
Yeah. So... So Wilkie watched a video of the new Renault 5 Turbo yesterday. Oh, Keely's just what's Keely up to? She's been attacked by... I know if you're 17 you can go up to 125 because she's 20 this year, she'll be able to go to 125, yeah. So Wilkie watched the video on the new Renault 5 Turbo. It's 500 brake horsepower. Yeah, that's the new electric one. I'm really disappointed with the Renault 5. I was down for the pre-approved purchase list for that, and I declined it because of how they're selling the car and what horsepower and what speed it's got. It's well under marketed for what it is. The road version is such a disappointment, but the fancy thing I can't afford. It's 100+ grand. It's a lot of money. Careful, Wilkie. They got a big bite, these young ladies. So Fat Man's top of the tree. He's got a nice little skin. We saw that last week. He's put some adjacent lettering on the rear window, which I'd have to get really, really close to read. We'll try and do that in one of the races. But Fat Man's fastest out there now with a 102.917. Fuel's getting really down on him now, so... Or is he running with a full fuel tank? I can't see that. Yeah, so he's just fueled up, so... He's doing alright. Javs is in second. And the guys, of course, have got their 420 liveries on. You'll notice my car is devoid of sponsors badges. I've made it my process this time to start with a blank canvas, And by the end of the last race, I will have a fully skinned car. So, I'm going to teach myself to skin with this 6 weeks. No, still the same, fully blank. It's got my name on it, got my number. And that's where we'll start this week. What's that Keeley says? Streamlabs is discriminating. Last time it was for putting a Wales flag. Where are you then, Keeley? Where are you from? Oh no, you're from the Midlands, aren't you? Hey Thorskin. So Chippy, get a look at Chippy's skin. He's gold. Gold and black. Nice little livery there, look. 420 door livery. Yeah. Damo is in third currently on the track. He's from Lichfield originally, moved to a town outside border of Wales. Okay. So you're somewhere like Newtown, that is in Wales. You'll be in somewhere like Oswestry, that is in Wales, or similar. Not too far away from there, I would have thought. Damien. Where is he? Turn 1. 7 up livery. Nemo, stop, start. He comes through, I think he's on auto drive. It's Oswestry, yeah. Yeah, I used to live near there myself. Spent a lot of time down there. Know a few people around that way. Spent a lot of time down there rallying. I used to live in the shadow of the Red Castle up on the hill. Powys. In Powys. Yeah, I used to live on a sheep farm down there in the summers when I was a kid. On the banks of the River Severn. Yeah. And that was a long time ago. Here's Mikey. Mikey is really tanking it on. He's got a monster livery. And he's looking fast today. Look at him go. Az has skipped through the list, look. Az is up there in second. Just 166 behind. What's he on? A 103.935. I think he's actually a little bit quicker than that, but it's a good looking livery that. It's a strange matte colour red. Is it pearlescent? It looks very matte in the lighting. Maybe it's because it's overcast. But it's almost like Dynarod pink. Almost. Cheers, amigo. So here's Dutch. Dutch is going to have some Morton Mindy sort of... No, he's got Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote. No, it's Taz. It's Taz. It's Taz and Wile E. Coyote. A Roadrunner. Why am I thinking Wile E. Coyote? That's the dog, isn't it? It is. It's Roadrunner and Taz. Yeah, yeah. It should be Wile E. Coyote, shouldn't it? There he goes off onto the dirt. Salmon pink for Az, says Wilkie. So we had a look at Mikey. Big Popper. I'm guessing he's in the fastest livery. Cheers, pal. Cheers, fella. Yeah, and you. There's Big Popper rattling through. A couple of cars in the pits. He's pursued by Dutch. Now, Big Popper's used to much bigger cars than this, but I'm sure he can turn his hand to it. We've seen him go very fast. Ginger Gandhi in another Renault style livery. Again, flip paint by the looks of it. And then we're into the pit. So that's everybody. We are light on drivers. We know that Triple is not very well. We know that what's his name? Seb. His missus is having a baby, so he's not going to be around. It's very imminent any moment. So we are down a few, but hey ho, it is what it is. There's plenty of room for anybody else that wants to join in if they want to jump in. We're down JB. JB is occupied otherwhere else. He is focusing his attentions elsewhere at the minute, but it's not a problem. We just got a general lull, but not to worry. So let's talk about the setup for the league. Just make sure everybody knows. So this is season 11. We've done 11 of these, or we've done 10 so far. We're moving on to 11th. We've got 6 tracks for the season. Layout C we begin with, where we are today. Then we moved over to Lego Maggiore to the West End. Then we're off to Switzerland, to the Eiger. Then over to Spain. That's into April. Then we're off to Brands Hatch in the UK, and we're going to finish off at Red Bull in Austria. So that's the 6 weeks. We're running the same similar format as we have in the past. We're going to start with a qualifying session of 10 minutes. Then we go over onto the first race being a 20-minute 10-lap race on hard tyres. The winner of that will go to the back of the grid. We'll do reverse grid format for a 40-minute race using mediums and softs, and that's going to be a bit of a challenge. The ideal potentially is that you're just going to stop the once, and there is that opportunity, I think, with the tyres and the fuel the way they are. Chippy just went straight on there, just locked up and into the wall. But the way it's, everyone I follow just goes off, don't they? Here we go, Fat Man. He's not going to crash and go off now, is he? No, we're following Gandhi. So we kind of anticipate being sort of done and finished by 11 o'clock-ish UK. Normally a couple of minutes past. Look at that. Everyone I watch goes off. Off to the pits every time. I anticipate this to be a really, really close race, we would have thought. How long till qualifying? About 7 minutes. 6 minutes, I would have thought. Just, there's a minute difference between my 2 clocks, and whichever one turns at the right time is the one we'll go by. So around about 6 minutes, Lee, I would have thought. Something like that. I just want to preserve my tyres and my fuel. Not tyres, I want to preserve my oil. Got to be a little bit more careful. I don't know if Lee's working or whether he is actually sat in his van watching on the phone. Fat Man's doing donuts by the looks of it. Lee hasn't practiced. Easy. That's why he asked how long. Yeah, there's. So Lee's not working if he's going to think about racing. So the overall championship is 6 races. Of those 6 races, only 5 results can count. If you have got 6 results, you drop the lowest ranking score. Good evening, Roy Race. And if you have less than that, well, all your points score, to be honest. But the idea is that you can just drop around, or you can miss around if you've got commitments and not really ruin the league. 6 weeks every Tuesday is quite hard to hit sometimes with a busy active work life, if you work shifts or if you've got kids, and it's quite difficult to hit every single one. So we've just tried to make it so that you don't just win it by turning up for 6 weeks. You get more people inclusive if you have the 5 results count, and also you can have a bad result and forget about it. So we just try and keep people inclusive and try and make it a sociable event. But less 420 guys this week, it seems. Maybe they quite don't like the format, maybe they don't like the style of the car, not sure. But we're going to have more for Friday. I think the faster car's going to have more appeal. So qualifying, which we're going to set up for now. It's going to be soft tyres. Around about 4 minutes, gentlemen. Everybody's going to jump out and change their oil. What's that as? No, but I changed mine as soon as I started tonight, so... Now, there is that. There is that. I could actually own 3 cars, can't you? Haven't... Yeah, and then you have one for quali, one for the second race, one for the third race, yeah. That would make sense. But I suppose it's a limiting factor for me, isn't it? It just keeps me on my toes and means I have to do what I do. So as he was just saying that potentially the way I could avoid it is by having 3 cars. They could all be the same livery if I wanted to, but effectively you just change car when it comes to the different races, and that negates the oil problem. And it's like, yeah, that would actually work, wouldn't it? Yeah, that would actually work. But it doesn't matter. No, thank you, mate. Only just. It wasn't easy. The time trial's not easy. It's good fun, though. I suppose I enjoyed that one. I think the difference between the time trial and the license tests that I'm running at the moment is that there's a lot more people doing the time trials. I think the top 10 stars is a bit easier at the moment because nobody's really doing the license tests. There's probably, I don't know, 10,000 people doing them as opposed to the 100,000 that are doing the weeklies. So it's probably just a little bit easier. Right, gentlemen, we're into the final minute. I'm going to give you that 10-second warning. Yes, sir. Yes. It's all going at once. So we just need Javs and Neo to ready up. So just Lee to ready up, and then it's good to go. It's 21:15 is on there, so I'm going to go without Lee if he doesn't ready up.
On Lee.
There he is. Right. You have to bully occasionally. 10-second warning, gentlemen. I'm going to hit the qualifying button and go for it. So here we go. It's qualifying new soft tyres. You've got 10 minutes. And we'll see you at the end. I'm going to turn the speaker off so the guys can't hear me jabbering. No, it's mute that I need to hit, not the speaker. I need to hear them. So let's go and do this. Lee's on hards. You can change him, Lee. It's a short lap time here, full tank of fuel. So we anticipate the more laps you do, the longer you'll go, the faster you'll get, because you'll use more fuel. The car will get lighter. So we've driven 317 miles on this car since we've had it. And the oil was pretty shoddy. Got to change revs before you hit the red line, really. Top 5 we're aiming for. Oh, I'm slow compared to the guy behind me. He's caught me up. Oh, Karim, how's it doing, my friend? Are you well? Yeah, we're good here. Karim's just been doing the S10 license test for a couple of hours. Az is in the 103.3s early on. That's good. It's a great lap by Azza. Different liveried car to what we saw him practicing in. This won't be any quicker. Although we're in second, it's an interesting position. Oh, that's closed the gap a bit. We did go faster. Some people are changing tyres already. Javs has gone ahead of us. Somebody's going faster than we are, because my time that I'm quicker is not purple. Top of the tree. Just as has cut us back a little bit. We're going to pit this lap, I think, or are we? We're just going to keep going. Yeah, that was turn 1 problem, that. As has followed me in, we're going to get around about 3-4 laps in at the end. Maybe we might come out with just over 4. Ideally we want 4 minutes 14 when we come out, but I don't think that's going to be the case. No, we're a second short. We're not going to get that extra lap in. Coming out. Azza did exactly what I did. Way too hard into there. So here we go, into the second qualifying set. We're not going to get the extra lap in, which is a shame. But the fuel level's going down. People are going to be getting faster. Oh, we've blown that lap. Azza's going to come past us now and get the draft. I'm going to let him go. It's the first Clio in the shop. It's the is it the 220? RS 22015, I believe. I'll confirm that at the end. Yeah, it's definitely the 15, not the 16. So Azza's gone top, Damo second, we're in third. We kind of screwed it up with that off, didn't we? Let's see what we can do. This is the last ditch effort. It's very close. I don't know if we blew that. We were purple second sector. I don't know if I slowed down too much. I don't know. Didn't see. We didn't improve. As takes it then so far. We're just going to have to watch everybody else come in. Damo's just 0.02 behind him. Absolutely terrific.
2 thousandths of a second?
2 thousandths, as Damien said. Fat Man into 4th. Big Pop a chance to go up here. There's 2 tenths between 4th and 1st. Big Popper into 5th. Chippy. Half a second to 8th. So Ginger Gandhi is just down there. So Damo needs a cigarette after that. But look at that. It's pretty good. Let's
Yeah, so my 103.6, I was purple on the first half of the lap.
let's post them.
Where I lost it as well.
It's been a while since we've done this. So here we go then. Ginger Gandhi in 11th place. A 104.855. It's a decent time when you look at it. If you think about what we were doing last week. 1.695 behind the leader. Dutch in 10th. Less than a second behind first place. That's 10 cars within a second. A 104.063. Almost in the threes. Lee, absolutely zero practice. Ran the start of quali in on hards. A 103.779. And no livery either. Need to reprimand him about that. 0.619 back. Mikey in 8th, getting faster. A 103.631. 0.471 behind the leader, less than half a second. Javs in 7th, a 103.563. Chippy in 6th, 103.550. Look how close they are. Big Popper in 5th, 103.491. Fat Man just outside the podium places for quali, a 103.371, 0.211 behind. There's me, just that little bit back, 0.138 back, a 103.298. Damo, a 103.162, and as you can see it there, 0.002 behind. Whoever gets the extra point is Az for quali, a 103.160, which he got pretty early in the... I think that was just after the pit stop he got that. Which is absolutely stunning lap. Yes, no problem. Yeah, no problem at all, Big Popper. Big Popper just wants a 60-minute warning. 60-second warning. But yeah, congratulations, Az, on the pole. Well, according to my clock here, it's 9:28. My other clock says 9:29. So get your hard tyres on, gentlemen. I'll give you a 60-second warning now, Big Popper. If you need longer... Yeah, they know the timing. Hard tyres, gentlemen, hard tyres. Big Popper's going to tell me when he's back. So,
Some qualifying session to combine, Jesus Christ. Yeah. Or was it everyone's within what, 1.7 seconds?
That's right. 1.7 seconds between the entire field, which is tremendous. Big Popper's good to go or got to go. He's good to go, I think. Right then, gentlemen, 10-second warning.
Keep it to her, gents.
Damo's back. That means is Dutch back? Dutch is back, yes. I hope Dutch is back. He said change my tyres, didn't he? That was him, yeah. Okay then, gentlemen, I'm gonna click the button for a 10-second warning.
Good luck all.
So good luck everybody. This is a 20-minute race using hard tyres. It's a standing start with penalties. And
Oh shit, it's hard, isn't it? I put fucking mediums on them.
Then-
to cut.
oh dear. So then, away we go. It is
So challenge.
good luck, gentlemen.
It's race 2.
So already Dutch has put the wrong tyres and he's got... Started from the second row gives us a tiny advantage. We can put the pressure on the boys at front, as long as we know when to brake, of course. Just overstress first gear. Get a little bit of rubbing from Damo. He did alright to cut back, didn't he? Oh! There's Fat Man squeezing down the outside. I didn't see him there. I was too busy concentrating on Damo and trying to slide in behind him. Not forgetting this is hard tyres. You've just been racing. Oh, Damo got the gravel. Front left tyre. We're all going for the slipstream. Who's got the bottle to brake latest? Damo comes through with a very nice line there. Couldn't really cut him off any more than I did. Ooh! Everybody goes to the gravel there, including me, but I kept 2 tyres on the hard stuff. I'm not going to let Azza get away. So the gaps have appeared now. There's a 1.4 second gap to Az, and behind me there's a 1.7. We've got to chase Az down. We can't let him go. We've had to lift there. Az has also got a fastest lap. The car nearly spat me off the track then. I was actually concentrating on fuel laps. We're good for fuel. I need to not make those mistakes. So there's been an incident behind. The hardest part about this first race is you've just been lapping consistently fast on the soft tyres and you've just switched to hards and you're being forced to race. So and Az has really broken away well here. He hates this circuit. He hates that corner that we've just been round. It's his nemesis, that corner. Absolutely detests it, but in the other direction. He might have conquered his issues with that corner over the last couple of weeks. But has found his feet and he's running with the brake he had last season. He's coming back hard and fast, and I've just missed a gear change while adjusting my microphone. Annoying. We're only 25% of the way through the race now as we just approach the 15 minutes to go mark. Az has still got fastest lap. And he's pulling away at every corner. He's not at all slow. I'm nowhere near his fastest lap, even though I'm speeding up. He's Az is just pulling away every lap, just a tenth of a second each time. He's working his magic. So Fat Man's got past Javs behind us. Big Popper still remains in 5th. Chippy's up to 6th. Damo's dropped back to 7th. Lee is in 8th. And Az just drops all 4 wheels into the grass. That's enough to make the difference. Allows us to catch. And if anybody noticed, I was purple at the 2nd sector. I don't think I'm going to finish the lap that strong though. Unlucky Karim, yeah. It means Widdowmaker racing the WMR bit. They've chosen to use my tags for the league because they're part of the league rather than being a race team. We got the fastest lap of 105.119. We did it. But then we messed up the 1st sector. We're reading the chat, aren't we? Yeah, I'm reading the chat. Az just held the car out of that corner then, kept it under control. We'll be at S10 soon. We'll show you the video of how it's done. There's a technique to S10. It's all about that final straight. I always lose it on that final run-in. Az is just pulling away again. He's just found his feet. He's corrected his issues. I'm so slow on this lap. Get gravel on that left tyre and it doesn't want to grip, does it? Come on. Back to 2 seconds. Halfway point of the race coming up now. 10 minutes to go. And we're on to lap 10. This is Sardinia C reverse. Layout C reverse. Every time I get within sniffing distance of Az's back bumper, he manages to pull it away. Yeah, we don't have any nitrous. It would be nice. Not sure this little car could handle it, but had to lift then. Oh, he just scrubbed a little bit more speed. I know he chucks dirt all over the track. He's resisting the pressure. We're into the draft now. Every lap of 105. There's fastest lap of the race again. Short shifted 2 gears. Az has got that wider line through there. He's able to carry a bit more speed. Has just got his toe down that bit earlier. He's just managed to pull away again. Look at him go. Just doing enough with less than half a second. Oh, he just came through there on the edge. Unlucky. Boots on the other foot. He's not fell too far back. He's got to hold on for the points. He's got to put the pressure on. We've purpled again. We just lost the time there, breaking into that final corner. I wanted to make sure we got it.
Hey,
105.246. Into the final 25% of the race. Damage is on. Full damage.
yeah, we're on the yeah, that was probably that was what time was going to match just now with the behind me. I ended up getting broken.
I don't know whether that. Don't know who that is in front. Whether that's Lee, maybe. I don't think we're going to get a 104 today. Not on these tyres. Just trying to keep Hazard at 2.5 seconds behind. Then there's no threat. There's going to be 3 laps remaining. Oh, I think Hazard's just had another incident. 4 seconds back now. Braking in 4th gear works really well for that that first corner. You get no lock up, no slide. It's probably not quite as aggressive as slowing down with the gears, but you keep the car under much more control. Oh, it's Gandhi. And they're chasing down to try and get the benefit of the draft. He's actually braking there to let me go. Thank you very much, sir.
can't say much damage.
Don't know if we'll just get the victory lap all on our own. Showboat in there with a little bit of slidey tail. 21 seconds to the line. I think Azza will get it as well. I think a couple of racers might get that extra lap. 11 seconds to go as we cross the line. The clock now ticks down to the 0. Everybody passing the line now. 6 racers get the flag. Everybody going over the line now. Damien from 5th place gets the flag. There we go. So there's a back marker gone through. Not really a closest finish as exciting as we want it to be, but it's a comfortable gap, almost 5 seconds. Every lap in the 105s, absolutely every single one. Maybe the last lap won't be. But fastest lap of the race looks like ours as well. 105, 103. Every lap in the 105s. Happy with that.
Yeah.
Ooh. Big Papa suggests that this is a bit of a bumper car league.
Yeah. Completely bend it. Lee went into the wall on the first
Okay,
lap,
so
him into the same wall.
fastest lap, clean race and the victory.
Well done, Jim.
Thank you, chaps. So Big Papa, if you want to send me a message, we'll have a watch of the video and find out what's gone on there.
Wide, and I decided to follow him as well.
Save the replay and then go to track. No, not go to track. We've got to do screenshots of the results. That's what I've got to do. There we go.
I only needed front right wheel damage and engine damage to complete the full set.
Not enjoyable, Big Papa says. 1 to 2 happens, but it was at least 3 times. Okay, we'll have a look. We'll see what fault. Did people give up places? That's the question. Did people treat it like it was racing friends, or did they just carry on?
I had a good spat with Big Papa and we did come together, but I don't think I done anything in the wrong.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. I think he went for a move that wasn't on me, hit the wall, so I didn't push him out.
Okay. Okay. So Lee suggests Cards caught him out on the first corner. Yeah, they will do. And then
Just tell Lee, they caught him out and then I followed him.
Lee, Mikey says he's as bad as you are. Okay, let's. Good riddance to Hards. That's the message. Like I say, chaps, if there's issues with the race, let me know. Send me a private message, and I'll go through it and we'll look at it and we'll see what does. But no message, no investigation. If Rubin's racing, you make that choice. If you're not happy with it, let me know. We all know the standards we race by. So, let's have a look at the results and see where we are. Results, there, it's in front of me. Okay. In 11th place comes Ginger Gandhi. He was 1 lap down. We passed him with about 5 laps to go. Yeah, Big Papa's going to check the replay and review it first. Dutch in 10th, 106.006, fastest lap. That's quite a quick lap on Hards. Mikey in 9th. I think he's just dropped a place there. Lee managed to get past him. 106.339. Lee is there in 8th, as we thought, a 106.054. And then we get into the faster laps with Chippy in 7th, a 105.983. Excuse me. Big Popper in 6th. Feels he had a bit of a bump and grind going. A 105.605. Damo was battling with Big Popper most of the way, we think, and they had a bit of bump and grind along the way. But Damo thinks it was all fair, so we'll see. A 105.671. That's how close that racing was. Look at those closeness of lap times. Javs into 4th, a 105.400, and he was 12.7 seconds back. All the previous drivers didn't get that last lap in because they only had like 11 seconds from when the leader went through. Fat Man gets the podium bottom step with 11.462 seconds back, a fastest lap of 105.441. Azza, around about 7 laps from the end, just let it go with an incident going into the final corner, and it just dropped away for him there, but a tremendous race up to that point. He had the fastest lap up to around about lap 10, a 105.173, but coming out on top, 4.7 seconds ahead of Az, was myself with a 105.103, and we were setting purples quite often, but every single lap of the race in the 105s. So a good opener to the league for myself. Happy days. Right, I'm going to change the track round. If anybody's going for a smoke, do go for it. And I will just sort this out. Load settings. Tracks, country. What country are we in? We're in Italy, aren't we? Italy, Sardinia road track. It's reverse B. For anybody that's looking which track it is, we go to Sardinia, and it is that track there, the layout C reverse. This is a 40-minute race. It uses 2 tyre types. The grid is set by me, which is a reverse. The settings are exactly the same. Medium tyres, and there's no brake balance or anything like that. So I'm going to save those settings there. I need to put race 2, don't I? What? That's right, though, isn't it? No, but that's on second half, isn't it? Oh, at the top. How's it said that? How's it said that? I didn't put that. Yeah, got to get more professional at this, haven't we? Right, let's get this grid set. Pole is gonna be Gandhi. No, we don't need HR. Everybody tick the green, please. Green the tick, tick the green. Put your tyres on.
You got racing tyres? Yeah, you've got racing tyres on.
Oh, yeah, so I have. Well spotted. It's going to be a quick race then, wasn't it? Well spotted, chaps. It wouldn't have took you long. I'd have worked it out. Change tyres. Sports medium, sports medium. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah. 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 What 3 is it, Jim? What tyres? It's comfort. No, it's sport mediums and softs, my friend. Sport mediums and softs. We go to the back. Ginger Gandhi is our cultural attaché at the front. Mikey is down there somewhere. Dutch is out smoking. Lee is there. He's back. Azza is down there. Batman is there.
Yeah, I'm good.
Big Popper is there. Javs is behind Fat Man. No, Damo. Is that right? No, that's wrong. Damien won't change place. There we go. Widow as Fat Man. 420 Javs. Damien. Big Popper. Chippy. Where's Chippy? Oh, he has chicked up. There we go. There he is. He's down the bottom there. Chippy is going into 7th, which is behind Big Popper. In front of Big Popper. In front of Big Popper, behind Lee. Dutch is going there. Check it, please, gentlemen. Let me know you're happy or not.
Looks good to me.
Right. Okay. I've just had a message from somebody else. Just bear with me. Oh. I can't see that screenshot. That's dark. Right, I'll come back to that a little bit soon. Okay. Right. Get back into this chat. There we go. Right. Where are we then? What's the situation? Race 2. Race 2 is a reverse grid. We're going to go maybe at 5 past, gentlemen. If everybody's back. This race is 40 minutes long. It combines utilisation of 2 tyre types, medium and soft. You can pit stop as many times as you like, and you can run the tyres as hard as you want to. You can use as much fuel as you want, and you can stop as many times as you like. As I say, it's reverse grid, so I'm starting from the back. I don't think there's much else to say. Keep it clean, keep it mean. And we go from there. Oh, can hear some groovy tunes. Okay. There should be much more grip with these tyres. Car's going to go that little bit quicker. You'll have a bit more reassurance into the corners under braking. This is going to be a war of attrition, this one. We'll just have to see where we get to, see if pitting is crucial. See if anybody's up for the one stop. If a one stop's going to be possible. You're going to have to do a full tank of gas, I would suggest, if we're going to do it. I'm guessing some people have done the full race distance on practice. They've already tried. They've already worked out what they're going to do. And we go from there. Right. Eyes down, gentlemen. 10-second warning.
Good luck, everyone. Good luck, everyone. Good luck.
Now, if anybody's not returned from the smoke break, please let me know. Smoke break? Did I say that correctly? No. If you're not here, let me know you're not here, and I'll hold the race back. But as soon as the clock goes to 22:05, I'm hitting that start race button.
I'm ready.
As is ready. There we go. There's your 10-second warning, gentlemen. As I say, it's a 40-minute race using hards and softs. Penalties do apply at a standing start. Good luck, everybody. We'll see you at the end.
It's mediums and softs.
Mediums and softs. Okay. I don't know what I said. My brain switched off. They've got the right tyres now anyway. Sure they have. Right, here we go. Eyes down, full house. We're off the back of the grid on this one. reaction time was pretty poor. I don't really think there's much benefit to running the softs at this point of the race. We're going to be junked up with the fastest guys. Well, everybody in front of us is fast. Oh, there's all sorts going up here. I do not know what's happening. Somebody's gone off to the left. There's mirrors missing and everything. Azza's trying to come through a gap that probably doesn't exist. Azza's gone around the outside. Just got to give people room. I wasn't going to let Javs go just then. As a wheel spinning on the grass. Be interesting to know how many people have changed wheel size and changed tyre size and tried to gain with wheel width, and oh, that's a rub on the wall. No, I've not got the run there. Chippy's just gone door to door with Azza and lost out. Javs is just pushing on. I kind of unkindly blocked Javs on the last lap. I'm going to give him room to go past if he wants it, because it was probably a little bit unfair. Definitely don't gear slam this car. You can brake just as affectionately with love using fourth gear to slow down. Keep the car where it needs to be. You won't lock the wheels and you won't slide quite as much. As long as Azza doesn't change lines in front of you and take the wider line. So 23 laps to go. The question is, will these mediums go all the way? Big Popper's got damage, I'm sure, after that first lap incident. I'm not going to cut him off. He's going to keep trying going. If we can get into the, I don't know, 14 minutes to go kind of situation with fuel, we will be good. It's a little bit of a different skill, these slower cars. Yeah, it is a good paint job on Az's car. He's changed it, hasn't he? He's kept the same car. So these slower cars are just a little bit different to the GR cars. They've not got natural speed. They don't handle quite as well. The setups are a little bit restrictive because they're all bop. Sorry, Big Popper, I'll wait for you. That's my mistake. Mike is just offline there. Big Popper doesn't quite brake at the same place I'm used to braking or wanting to brake, so I can hold my hands up there and say I hadn't broke in time for Mike for his braking line. So Fat Man's into first, Damo second, Ginger Gandhi in third. Now we've got the run on Big Popper. We'll take the line here. We won't go down to second, we'll keep it geared in third. Purple. Fat Man has the fastest lap of the race, a 104.484. Is it under threat? I don't know, we've overshot that corner this time. Yeah, I think Big Popper's suffering damage there. He hit that wall on the left-hand side quite strongly. As a just overrun. So it's Dutch in front of us, Gandhi, then Damo, then Fat Man. Dutch has got the run on us there. I didn't quite slow the car down enough to get into the corner. But up into fourth place. Ooh. A little bit of a love tap from the Dutch. Azza's coming back strongly. He'll be fighting hard after his little off. Just into the slipstream now, Gandhi. Just reeling him in, but it doesn't look like we'll get the pass here. It's a long stretch if we're going to try and pass into this corner. Oh, we've got it. There's a queue behind us, isn't there? They're not backing away. So now the chase is on for these front two. 10 minutes of the race almost done. Gandhi was not going slowly there at all, neither was Dutch. Dutch has lost a couple of places. Don't feel as confident going into that corner. Maybe we're approaching with too much speed. Batman 5.7 seconds ahead in first place. Damien 2.3. Fastest lap of the race goes to us. Oh, Damo just takes the rough trip into the gravel. Unfortunate for him. We were 2/10 up. This could be a 103 if we've actually done it. I don't think we will have. I think we were too out of shape. Oh, there's the 103. Happy days. Chasing down the fat man now. So the question is, this could all be won and lost in the pit lane because of how much fuel we could potentially want to take. "14 more laps will take us to 25. Ooh, won't it? That's going to be a real struggler. That'll be 15 laps on softs. I think that's possible. I don't think that is a drama. We've put the gap on Damo behind. It's just Fat Man that we are really attempting to catch. So we need to take in the region of 15 laps of fuel when we get to the end of here on the softs. The tyres are just starting to not brake with the assurance that they had earlier. Will people be able to go all the way? .3 now to Fat Man. We're not really hacking away his lap time. What it needs is for Fat Man to really make a mistake for us to get somewhere. So we're at 50% fuel. And that front left tyre is actually good. Less than 4 seconds now. We also need these to go as long as possible so that we get good wear at the end on the softs. We don't need to kill them. Lee's got the fastest lap of the race now. A 103.521. That's decent, isn't it? Sorry, a 103.191. That's ultra quick. Has he changed to softs? I can't see him in the leaderboard at all, so he's pitted already. Has he? Don't know. Is he the guy rolling round at the back? On his own, I wonder. That's an ultra quick lap. If that's on mediums. I can only imagine he's soft or stopped already. Don't know. .3, and it's falling. .3 to Fat Man. 4.7 back to Az. It's going to take a lot of laps to get anywhere near to Fat Man. We're going quicker, but he is just managing to keep his foot down and keep us at bay. Got a long way to go. It's now less than 3 seconds. It's visibly getting closer now. The front left is getting worn as well. 2.6. It's actually 2.7, but Az has gone to the pits on 41% of fuel, so he's really saved his fuel. He's done really well. We're not at the halfway point of the race yet. .6, no real gain then. It wasn't a slow lap, other than the fact we'd done 3 104.1s and then a 104.5. Seven laps remaining. That'll give 12-13 minutes on the softs. So it'll only give us 12-13 laps, won't it? It looks like he's taking the pit lane. He isn't. Still at 2.6. Maybe Fat Man's been saving tyres. I'm a little bit slow out of there. So we're over halfway. 20 minutes of the race gone. Probably worth a little review of who's where and what. Batman leads, Widdowmaker second, Chippy in third, Javs in fourth. Those two guys have battled the way up. Big Popper in fifth. Big Popper holding station, looking good for a good finish. Oh, Fat Man does exactly the same as Azza. He locks the rears, spins it off to the left, chucks it into the gravel. Did he manage to save and avoid it without damage? Oh, that was exactly where Azza went to the left. So Damo's up into fifth, Dutch sixth, Big Popper in seventh. Don't know what's happened there, whether that was a pit stop, no, don't know. Was it an incident? Don't know. Ginger Gandhi in eighth. So Fat Man's now chasing. 5 seconds down. I'm going to listen to the chat, see if I can hear anything. Quite quiet. Wasn't expecting that. 5 laps to go on these tyres. There's going to be a flurry of pit stops very, very soon. Batman's in. Oh. Oh, Fat Man. Fat Man's had an incident on the last... So Gandhi was on softs. So it must be the lagging performance pushing him forwards, yes. So people have done 23 laps on, well, 20 laps on softs. Holy hell. Chippy's now up into second. So there was an incident with Big Popper. I doomsdayed him, didn't I, by mentioning him. Gave him the curse of the commentator.
Yeah.
16 minutes. He's luring. Dutch has got 5 seconds of damage penalties. Dutch is in the pits now. It looks like he's coming out? No, he's still in the pits. Just managed to sneak out a little bit more. Car is extremely light. I don't know whether Az was on softs. And he did that first stint on softs maybe. Az is in the pits for a second stop. Big Popper is in the pits. There, he's coming out now. Oh, I did a Cadbury's bar of fruit and nut on the weekend. Me and the missus just halved it. It was tremendous. Having a fruit and nut is so long. Fuel's absolutely ticking away. At this point, we're on the last lap. Next lap. The laps are flying past. Maybe it's the top end of the revs. There's a 6th gear, isn't there? So Chippy was in on 1%. Javs is continuing. 10 seconds ahead of Javs. Wonder if he's got the fuel to go an extra lap. That's the first time we've had a little incident. I just pushed that tyre too far. We're in the pits this time round, so 13 laps of fuel then, 13 minutes. That's what we're going to need. Azza's catching to unlap himself. 0.6. Here we go. So soft tyres. Fuel, we're going to take 13 laps, I think. And then we're just going to have to watch just how long it takes. Javs is in as well. Slightly less fuel. Fuel's going in. No damage. 54%. Coming out. Fatman is 1.7 seconds back. Fatman has done really, really well. Back to headphones. So Lee's 103.191 has got my attention now. Just got to be careful on the fuel. So that we don't run out. There's 11 minutes left. We'll be good. We'll be good with what we got, I hope. So 2 120 laps with the pit laps. Fatman has done tremendously well considering he offed into that final corner wall. Got damage, had to take repairs. But I've now got substantially healthier tyres than Fatman, so I should be able to just progressively work away. There's the fastest lap of the race. 11 laps of fuel, we're good. It's 9 minutes left, so we are good on fuel. We can rev the nuts off this thing. Oh, that was just slower. I thought that was going to be quicker. Batman's gone to the pits again. I didn't expect that. Batman's certainly not got enough fuel. I wonder if he's had an incident. So 3.6 seconds back to Chippy. That's where the race is. Chippy and Javs, they're both exceptionally quick. Similar tyres, similar fuel. It's only really one mistake away for me. And the race is on again. I've just got to keep things in perspective, keep things sensible. Seven minutes 45 remaining. .5. I don't want to suffer the same fate as Batman and ours and flick it left up to that final corner. That would be tragic for me. I don't see Az in that list, but Az has stopped twice, so... Chippy's now gone fastest to 102.896. That's broke me heart a bit. I was hoping for that that fastest lap. We're gonna have to see if we can pop that, aren't we?
I was going to do it on the straight, but then I was thinking about letting do it on the straight.
Let's see if we can put an absolute rip snorter in. That's a fantastic lap. I wonder if it was... I'm not gonna be detrimental to him, but I think the only way to go quicker than that is to be drafted. Get a drafted lap in. 102.876. We've got it back. There was no draft for us. Chippy goes 102.633. The battle's on now. That's significantly faster, isn't it? I'm not going to lift through here. I'm going to keep it planted this time. I'm going to find the grip. We're going quicker again. It's down to the final corner. The fastest lap battle could be the thing that is the race. I could be pushing for the fastest lap and make a mistake, which I do hope not. A 102.633 is a tremendous lap. 102.596. There you go, Chippy. Beat that again. And I'm 100% sure he's going to try. 4 minutes remaining. Absolute tremendous battle. And we're faster again. I wasn't as quick through there. My tyres have probably just lost their shine now. Chippy did go one lap earlier to the pits, didn't he? Back into the 103s. I'm just looking to that bottom left-hand corner until I see Chippy going through the start-finish. We've got him to 6 seconds now. Exactly. It will end in tears, won't it just? Az is so quick, I can't catch him. Struggling to catch him. That little slide through that corner really did help the car turn. Three laps remaining. Oh, it's Mikey that's in front of us. I thought he was Az. It's not, it's Mikey. Tremendous speed, Mikey. That was unlucky. Front left tyre has just started to say, come on boy, easy, easy. Mikey's got tremendous pace. I actually compared him to Az. Oh, there he goes, just slides off. Great racing, Mikey.
Yeah.
6.7 in the lead. This one and one more. Oh, there's somebody doing a bit naughty things in the old Twitch. National Embryo, goodbye. .102 laps on the time remaining. Mikey was doing his damnedest not to be lapped there, and he was very nearly there to the end of the race. Just 38 seconds remaining. Left front tyre is now starting to give up, and it's getting dark. See how gloomy it's getting. The sun has actually gone down behind the hills. I'm surprised headlights haven't come on at this point. And there we have it then, the final lap. It's been ever so close. A real tight thing. Time has ticked down to 0. The checkered flag is now waving. Anybody that goes through the line is going to pick it up. Here we go. Second win of the day. Happy days. That was not as easy as it probably should have looked. That was really quite tricky. Not perfect by any means, but... Wow.
Good race up.
Thank you, Wilkie.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
Good race. Good race.
Yeah.
Unlucky as. That's... Yeah, it's that final corner. That final corner did for Fat Man as well.
Not the final. I knew it. Yeah. It's the first corner. One of them
First corner.
I got one
Fastest lap.
but then
Yeah.
I did it again because, well, it's what it is.
It is. It is.
Yeah, you did well. That's right.
Chippy's just said I tried to push you into a mistake, and you nearly did.
To come back in just for fuel, for 2 laps of fuel, I underfueled, didn't I? Oh, gutted, mate. I would have been up there.
So, oh, well, just. There we go. So here we go then, folks. The final summing up for that race today. The 40-minute race using hards, mediums and softs. Ginger Gandhi runs in just 2 laps down. Technically 1 lap, but a fastest lap of 1:05.235. Mikey in 10th. I know he's disappointed with that, but he was running so quick at the end. I had him confused with as he was going that fast. A 1:03.425 fastest lap, which is not slow by any means. Mikey normally gives me a rundown in the background, but he hasn't done so today.
I just got damaged right at the start.
Right, so he had damage right at the start.
So that right-hander, where you've got the wall along the left,
Yeah.
I turned in too early into that, hit the barrier on the inside on the right,
Yeah.
sent me into the wall. And
Yeah.
then you had Big Popper and
Yeah.
Dutch.
Yeah, I
Both
saw him.
went into the back of me as well.
Yeah, I saw that happen.
I was
Yeah.
literally from that point running front bumper, rear bumper, and both front wheels damaged.
Oh,
from the
unlucky.
start.
Unlucky. Did you repair them? You must have done.
At the pit stop, yeah, but I
Yeah.
didn't pit until about 17, 18 minutes left.
And that was on softs from the start?
No.
No, mediums.
Mediums to start,
Okay.
and then softs at the end.
Right, so Mikey had an incident on lap 1, turned in too early for the left going up the hill, clipped the wall, and then got impacted from behind, which is always going to happen up that. There's no braking room, which really just gave him damage, and he ran all the way to the end of the pits. Sorry, end of his stint to pit and then repair the damage, but that's tremendously unlucky. But the pace you showed, Mikey, was tremendous. Azza, again, 1:02.984. Very, very quick lap. I struggled to catch him for the first 10, 15 laps. And he had the incident spinning off to the left-hand side, which was just unlucky. He was only 37 seconds back, and I think he pitted twice. Yeah, he did. So 37 seconds back with 2 pit stops is not bad at all. Big Popper in 8th. I know he had all sorts of incidents. He got battered in the first lap, wood covering damage, and he was running in 5th a lot of the time. But then later on, I'm sure he had another incident getting into a corner. I think Dutch had an incident. I heard him say that collected Big Popper. So, again, bad day at the races for Big Popper. But I'm sure he'll come back next time out. So his fastest lap, 1:03.433. Lee in the first race, not practiced at the track here, had a couple of incidents himself. He had T1 lap, so had damage front and rear, never good. But he had a 1:03.191, which is a pretty quick lap time. In fact, that was the fastest lap from about lap 10, wasn't it? That's the one I thought, how does he go in that fast? Dutch in 6th. Dutch had a couple of incidents along the way, but that's actually... I don't want to make this sound like a bad thing, but that's actually probably one of Dutch's best finishes of late. I know he's probably been up there, but I think that's probably the best finish he's had for a while. 30 seconds back.
He's not been versing into people anyway.
Say again.
At least he's not been versing
You'll
into
get taken by people.
A 103.546 for Dutch. The Fat Man was running strong at the front first half of the race. Again, he had the same incident. He went off to the left-hand side and he clipped that front wall and got damage. And I think, again, he had another incident where he got damage as well. So he pitted twice and then had to pit early for fuel. He was just two laps too short. Yeah, unlucky. So a 29.035 behind the lead. It was really close in that mid-pack. Look, there was 4 seconds between 5th and 8th. A 103.316 fastest lap. Damo in 4th, 25.9 seconds back from the leaders. Didn't hear a lot from Damo in the chat, to be honest, most of the race. 103.255. That's up with the faster boys. I think he's gone for a smoke, maybe. And then we come to the first of the 420 lads at Javs, a 12.6 seconds back, a 103.142, which is amongst the, I think that's like the 3rd fastest lap. Didn't see much of Javs. But then Chippy's just, who's John in the chat, he just commented he was pushing hard to try and make me into a mistake, but I was really pushing hard to get that fastest lap. So Chippy 102.633. I didn't think I'd be able to beat that, but a great result for both Chippy and Javs. Chippy was just 6 seconds back, almost 7, but let's call it 6. And then here we have it. A fastest lap of the race goes to myself, a 102.596, which was like lap 8 on my softs, which was really pushing them tyres really hard. And we probably went 4 or 5 laps consistently knocking each other off the fastest lap, which was tremendous. Really well pushed by Chippy, and I know he was being pushed by Javs. But that gives me the victory, 40 minutes and 26 seconds, and we take my first ever double victory, but no fastest lap on the qualifying. As took that away from me. It's a great race, everybody, absolutely stunning, as it is. As always, if you've got issues, let me know. We'll address them. You know, there shouldn't be the issues, but there's going to be some. So if you've got a genuine shout and you think there's something needs addressing and you think you've been wronged, let me know. Let me know. And that's a simple checks message. Just send me a little text script of what you think the issue is and we'll look into it. I feel I might want to do videos of these races. So let's see where that goes. It's going to be a bit of a challenge, but let's see where it is. Okay. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Tremendous racing. Really appreciate you joining. Good racing. That's not easy. I've got a right sweat on. Tuesday. Friday. Friday is next, isn't it?
I'm going to sweat Friday. It's like Friday I did. I still ain't decided what car to use yet.
There's a couple of people like that. What track is it?
The GTR did well on Spa.
Spa, isn't it?
GTR on Spa, I did well on that.
I like the GTR, but I think the Honda's faster. I think it's just got that little bit more. Now you're welcome, John.
Really good handle.
It's like my nervousness, isn't it, with the Honda?
Yeah, the Honda's just a little bit cheap. It's faster. The GTR though, it's good handling all round.
Lighter as well, a little bit lighter, about 30 kilos lighter.
What, the NSX?
GTR, 20 kilos lighter.
Is it?
Yeah.
I've got to do some testing between now and Friday. I'm off the next 3 days.
Why did that not load? I've got to do that all again. What an absolute chupnut. Can't believe that. We got finished before 11 o'clock as well, chaps.
Better play.
Belgium. Spa. Full course. 20 minutes. We don't have to change anything except for the cars to GR2. GR2. And then we go to save settings.
Tyres as well, innit?
No, tyres are the same.
Now recalibrate your brains for a GPI.
There we go. Is that all I had to do? Because I'd saved them. There we go. There we go. GR2s it is. See you, John. All the best. You're not racing Friday, but we're watching all you guys race hard. No worries. All the best, my friend. Take care. That was really well pushed. That was good racing. I think the real difficulty with that race was getting through from the back to the front as cleanly as possible. And I know I gave Big Popper a couple of love taps on the back door, but I think he had damage, and I think he was a bit slower than me, and he was braking at a different point. So I did try and give it up, but eventually I just overreached him on the straight. And but yeah,
There wasn't really anywhere to really properly overtake there. Only really 2 spots, weren't there?
yeah, it's difficult to overtake there. So if I'm yeah. So I've got 2 cars with liveries. In fact, I haven't. I've got my decisions made for me because I've only got the 1 car with a livery. That one. That's what it is. Why did I press that button? Car settings. Here we go.
Even traction control off this.
Traction control for the win. Yeah, that was... Yeah. Right. Do you think you would have changed anything if you'd have used the assists?
Maybe give ASM a go.
Why ASM?
I didn't feel like traction control was needed.
Okay.
Steer.
Interesting. Okay. Okay. Well, I ran counter steer and traction control, and I was able to do turn 1 in 3rd gear and just boot it, and it would go. And the key bit for counter steer was the corner of death. Was as you got in on the brakes. When you got in on the brakes and your right tyre hit the curb, the back end stepped out. So the counter steer allowed the back end to stay straight. So, whilst I appreciate you think, oh, rear wheel drive, front wheel drive car, counter steer is not needed. It's all about rotating the car. And if you brake on the curbs at these tracks, the way the physics is now, the car will turn on the brakes and counter steer will stop it oversteering. Which is, it's really something to get your head around and to think about. And counter steer, if we really think about it, we should probably ban it. The way it gives an improvement, it is. You can go much faster with counter steer if you're turning on curbs. It really is a little help aid that people overlook. But I know people like JB don't use it purely because it's a help aid and it does what it does, and he prefers the natural way to race. So me, I'm not proud. I'll use it. But let's see what it does. Good night, Silver Surfer. Good night, Keeley. Good night, sir. All the best. Great racing, Dutch. Yes. Adios. There was no Chris, was there, today? No. No, he's not. He's not keen, is he? No. I've seen somebody... post a video today on YouTube about 25 leaked cars. Another one of those videos that entices people into thinking what's coming. think that's my thought, Mikey, exactly. Mikey said rather have a new track. I think that's where my head is. Yeah, absolutely. They've missed the opportunity to do that. They had... Yeah, that would change things. Mikey's just suggested... Well, Fat Man suggested a new track. Gandhi was suggesting about affecting the grind, making the grind more possible, less boring, and then Mikey's just thrown in a real good one, which is about making the human comedy races pay every race. And that would really help the grind, because those races are so good. You know, and you could... Yeah. 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 Well, they've given you the ability to create your own custom race, haven't they? But that's not the same. It's not the same as what... No. Who's this in my rear view? That's Fat Man. It's surely Fat Man. It is, isn't it? You on softs, Fat Man? Alright, mate. Next straight. NSX. I'm on hards though. See if I can hang with the Fat Man. Shouldn't be able to. He's well quick. We haven't brought Spa to many races, to be honest, in the leagues. Spa hasn't featured very often. Excuse me. That Coke's repeating on me, I apologise. What's fuel like? Oh, okay. 2 minutes 14 a lap. So we're going to expect something in the region of, I don't know, 25 laps maybe? 26 laps? Is that going to be right? And 8.4 laps of fuel, so 10 laps of fuel. No, it's a 20-minute race, isn't it, on hour? So it's going to be a one-stop for fuel. It's not, you know, it's going to be a two, oh, is it? Don't know. It's going to be a one-stop, isn't it? Ads keep popping up. Ah, now, I don't know that ads keep popping up. YouTube have changed the ads policy today. YouTube have changed the policy and I don't have... Well, they've given me an option to have control, but I don't know what those options are. I've just started streaming tonight and I don't know why there's ads. Yeah, YouTube have changed their advertising policy today. I've got to do some research to find out what that's about. Say again? Yeah. To 1080. Well, that's all about YouTube and how they're uploading. So I'm uploading in 1080p at the minute because I can't do 4K because the Elgato won't let me for whatever reason. It's because my monitor's not 4K. This monitor's not 4K, so I've got to get a 4K monitor. There's somebody spun round on the right hand side there. It was Fat Man. So yeah, I'll look into the advert policy and see what they've changed, and I'll see if I can make a change my end. But they've marketed it to me as you can earn more ad revenue. We're changing the policy here, so if they're putting ads on the stream, and I know you guys don't really get ads when it's live. I think they're trying to force everybody down the sponsored route using the YouTube Lite or the YouTube Full. Yeah, but I want to use 4K for videos, really. 1080p. Well, it depends what they put their primary upload in. If I can upload in 4K, they won't have to do any processing, so they should actually be quicker to get out on stream, and 4K should be more available. But you'll then get, if you want to watch in 1080p like on a phone or something, you'll get it scaled down. So it depends what we'll want to do, really. People are recommending you don't 4K with a 4090. They're saying you should only be using 4K with a 5090, but I think it's a waste of a 4090 if you're not doing it. But we'll have to see. I need to spend 400 or 500 quid on a 4K monitor, really, I think. And I'm just not doing that at the minute. I've spent so much money in the last 12 months that the wife is kicking off. Absolutely. Happy life, happy wife. Yeah, don't talk to her about my PC. It hit the bank account this month, didn't it, the computer? So she saw how much it cost. Yeah, it's alright, Norman, it's okay. I'll work out what they've done, I'll work out what changed. But if it's anything, they've just made it more like Twitch's policy. And that if the YouTuber wants to earn, you're gonna have to set a level of viewing on the live stream. And I don't want to do that. I don't want adverts in my live stream. But there's also the factor that if you're a member, you shouldn't get adverts anyway. But I noticed, Norman, you are a member, so I don't know why you're getting adverts anyway. That's not right. So I'll have to check. Well, it should do. It should do, because you get it costs the same, and you should get exactly the same rights as somebody who's paid for it, because somebody has paid for it. So that's what I reckon, Wilkie. You shouldn't get ads as a member because you've paid for the channel. So, as I say, I've got to go through the settings and see what's changed, but I didn't think they'd change that much, in all fairness. Oh, that's unlucky, as. Now, I've been posting some members videos the last 2 weeks, and I know some of those members videos are not getting the watches. No, appreciate that, thank you, Mikey, but some people haven't been. So they've got monetization rules on them, which Again, a member shouldn't see adverts, I don't think. But the monetization policies apply to those videos as well. Love it or hate it. It's one of them. So, as his fastest car on the track. Wowzers. Isn't it just? Yeah. On hards as well, I think. Well, I'm on hards. That was good through there, Gandhi. Line was really good. I followed you. Oh. Good damage. Hey. Well, that's the thing, you see. The ads, I've got no viewers on Twitch because of the ads policy. I don't earn anything from Twitch at all, and the only way to earn something from Twitch is to either get followers, not followers, subscribers, or ad revenue. So I turn ad revenue off, nobody watches. I turn ad revenue back on, one person comes along and says, "There's adverts, I'm not watching." It's like, what's the point? Why do I even stream to Twitch? It makes no sense to stream to Twitch. I might as well put it on Facebook and get the opportunity for more subscribers. Because at least on Facebook, it links to YouTube and it's a YouTube stream. So I then get links. You know, Twitch absolutely seems a complete waste of time. Purely because I get no views. And as I say that, I've now got 3 viewers on Twitch. So, hey ho. Welcome to those viewers on Twitch. I know one of them's Wilkie, but one of them's probably me. But you are more than welcome, Twitch viewers. Don't take it negatively that I'm saying what's the point, but I know my content is not popular. I'm not the right demographic for Twitch. I know that. I have to be way more popular than I am at the moment to get anywhere with the way Twitch works. I'll pull over to the right, you can take my draft. I'm going to ease off and you can go. Message sent from Big Popper, thank you, sir. I was chatting to an Irish fella yesterday about St. Patrick's Day, and he was saying that the shine for St. Patrick's Day has gone really. They mainly, yeah, they do it mainly at the weekends, and that there was the rugby this weekend as well. He said that made it really good on Sunday, but the St. Patrick's Day with the parade, etc. It's just, same old. I think people are looking at it, and it's not new, and think that's a real shame because it's celebrated everywhere, St Patrick's Day. Every pub in the UK serves Guinness that day, and everybody wears silly hats, and you know it's a great day, but it's nothing new, is it? There's nothing new for it. There's nothing around it. It's just it is what it is, and drink Guinness and yeah, another bank holiday, yeah, but it's an early bank holiday as well, isn't it? It's I think the weather wasn't too bad though, but. I think it's tremendous that a country like Ireland can have that national celebration and it be something. The UK, we don't have a national day like that. I know we've got St George's Day and that, but it's not it's not that way. It's not done that way, is it? It's you know, America have 4th of July. That's a tremendous day, Independence Day. It's really celebrated, fireworks, the old shenanigans. You know, but they have other days as well, like Labour Day and Veterans Day, and they're all that little something, but nothing quite matches 4th of July, which, again, it's another day I want to be in the US, and I haven't been there for 4th of July. I want to do that. I want to see how they celebrate it firsthand, but it's a shame, really. But yeah, times will change. It'll come back round. I think things. One second, I'll flick my screens. 212.8. 210.895. What are you on? That's alright. But you're on softs? That's not too bad. I'm on mediums, so we're running kind of the same. And Wilkie says St George just isn't England's saint. Yeah, it's not, is it? I think we have better saints than St George anyway. I think Brian was far better. Did I say Brian? I mean Richard. Or Robin. There was a thing. We were talking about best James Bond yesterday, me and the missus. And she said, who's your best James Bond? I said, easy, John Cleese. He said, what are you on about, John Cleese? I said, well, he was in Bond, wasn't he? He was Q. And she's like, yeah, that doesn't count. Well, okay. Okay. I'm a Roger Moore fan. Yeah. Ethiopia celebrates St George's Day more than England. Wow. Wonder why that is. I suppose he did the conqueror. He was a conqueror, wasn't he? He was like Richard the Conqueror, and he did all the conquests and stuff. So I guess he got around a bit. But yeah, Roger Moore. He was good. My missus said Sean Connery was her favourite as well. But Friday is going to be a different kind of race, isn't it? Oh. Oh. Okay. Look after her, mate. All the best, buddy. Yeah. Oh. Unlucky, Matthew. Go look after her, mate. Oh, is she? Okay. Yeah. Okay. All the best, Matthew. Yeah. The excuses for a kebab get far more elaborate, don't they? Every time. All he has to say is, "I'm going for a kebab, lads." No, it's not. It's excuses. Oh, silly. So definitely 2:11.6 on mediums is the time. I can't do any better than that. Tyres are 50% done on 5 laps. That's 10 minutes. We have to do 30 minutes on a set of mediums. Oh my word, it's going to be a 2-stopper this race. I don't know whether it's going to be softs, mediums though. If you can do 20 minutes, that's 10 laps on a set of mediums. Or do 8 laps, 8 laps. No, you still can only do 5 on a set of soft, can't you? So, yeah, it'd be 5. Yeah. Gonna have to do 10 laps on each. Oh. Gonna have to do 8 laps, 5. That's what it's got to be. I think we've all done that at some point today. Ethiopia, Venice, Genoa, Portugal. Venice is a separate city in Italy, do they? That's interesting. I suppose Venice treats itself as its own country, doesn't it? Yeah, so Richard the Lionheart is celebrated in Cyprus. There's a castle called Colossi Castle, which is where the Crusades were supposed to go, and there was a suspected point of where the Holy Grail was kept for a long time at Colossi Castle in Cyprus. There were many... Who? Brian? No, I think you want the other film. That fantastic film. The creativity to write that film was in the satirical way that was written is absolutely brilliant. Yes, absolutely. They're a massive Christian country, aren't they, Ethiopia? See, that's the other film, you see. You can't call that Brian. That's not the life of Brian, so let's not confuse that. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. I don't fully get that film. That one's still ahead of its time, way ahead of it. I haven't fully grasped that one yet. But I think Life of Brian's tremendous. So much of it fits with today's society as well. It's quite bizarre.
I want to be called Loretta.
It's tremendous.
It's his right or hers. It's their divine right.
It's fantastic. Hey Norman. I only know it because it was on Sky History 1 at the weekend, which was interesting. And there's me thinking you've got all this great stuff. Hey Thorskin, thank you. Yeah, see you on Friday. All the best, my friend. Take care. I'm really pleased with tonight's results. Oh, blown that lap. And we're dropping into 2:12s and I get a 1.5 second penalty for that shortcut. It's only fair, I guess. You don't have to lift though, do you? Can you imagine doing that? It's phenomenal corner. It's probably one of the only one of its type in the world. There's no other racetrack that has one. You know, the bottom of a dip, where you obviously bottom out and you get all the G-force, and then you're forced to turn the car right and then left as you go over a corner that's got a crest in the middle of it. It's quite bizarre. I know we're bouncing backwards and forwards between topics, apologies. Life of Brian, St George, racing. It's what we do though, we do it well. I think we'll get 8 laps out of mediums. That's a good call, that. Yeah, I haven't seen Dodo in a couple of weeks since he's got his wheel. I think he's gone off the boil. But he's also not in the chat, so I don't know if he's gone home to Croatia. He normally isn't on the chat when he's in Croatia because he's with the missus, girlfriend. I must message him, see if he's doing okay. So Lee's got a 209.270 on the boil here. Okay, let's see if we can get anywhere near that. Nothing helped me more racing this track than that 4-hour race we did. That was hard work, but it really taught me how to race this track. Just lap after lap, consistent. Different cars, I know, different pace, but... Okay. That's right, yeah. That's right, you did, didn't you? Yes. Wow. That's right, it was in Cyprus, wasn't it? Yeah. That was almost this time last year, Mikey. Almost this time. Yeah. We were just starting to get into the 24-hour revving up for Le Mans. And we worked up from 1 hour races to 2 hour races, then we did a 4 hour, maybe 4 weeks before the event. So it was probably May, actually. It was in May, I think. Yeah. I watched a YouTube video in the week about the most wanted updates for GTA, and then top one was the ability to swap drivers and have teams, which night demo. They've done what? Wow. Did Wow. Wow. But you do live in lake country, don't you? There's loads of lakes where you are. Not all fishing though, are they? Yeah, because a lot of them are water supply and they... Yeah. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. I've seen them as. Yeah. Yeah. So without being too specific, Az lives up the back end of Manchester in the foothills of the Pennines. I say the foothills of the Pennines. He actually lives in the Pennines, really. The Pennines are just a lump in the middle of the UK. It's like the spine down the backbone of the UK. And he lives in those hills, and a lot of those hills around Manchester, they are used to supply water because there's loads of reservoirs, loads. I mean, If you look at a map, you'll just see it. It's not like the Lake District where they're bigger. These are just lots of feeder reservoirs that feed into the reservoirs that hold all the drinking water that's pushed up and down the hills, because they use it to generate electric and all kinds of stuff. So it's yeah. Yeah. How far away are you from Shepley? Okay. Shepley's the other side of the hills from you. On the way towards Huddersfield. Yorkshire side of Lancashire. Just south of M62. There's me sounding full on Yorkshire. I shouldn't talk like that. It's not far away from you, really. There's a good road actually, isn't there, to get you into Huddersfield. Yeah. So this will be the end of lap 4, and I don't think I can get a 5th lap out of these tyres. End of the race, if I'm pushing on lap 5, we're going to have to make it happen, aren't we? No, this is actually that's lap 4 done. This is lap 5, yeah. These tyres would have to survive this. It should be 12 minutes on softs. 5 laps. Will it be? No, it'll be 11 minutes on softs. So that's what we've got to get to. Yeah, I'm on softs, yeah. Two 10.092. Oh, that's good. That's good. I've had a couple of penalties. I've kind of blown it a bit, but my outlap was an 18. I had a 2.10.3, a 2.12.6. That had penalties, and then my 2.11 was affected by penalties as well. So it's a shame. But well, this will do the 5th lap. No, the rears are not looking good. The rears are not looking good. And Wilkie says there he watches tons of history programmes. Oh, yeah, shish kebab, the fronts are gone, the backs are gone, and damage. Tons of history programmes, just goes to show how terrible schools are at teaching it. Yeah. I think history at school should be should be Blackadder. Just put Blackadder videos on, you'll learn enough from that. It's satirical. It's the same people who wrote most of the comedy of that era, isn't it? It's Rowan Atkinson and hello, oh my god. What was his name? Gordon Kay. That's what it was, Gordon Kay. What a gentleman. Oh, I had damage. 5 seconds of damage. Oh my lord. Wow. Yeah. Terrible telly at that time. Who was 84 yesterday? It was somebody's birthday yesterday. Jasper Carrot was 84 yesterday. Or was it Sunday? Jasper Carrot. Wow. There's a flash from the past.
Game show. Oh,
Was it? Was it? It must have been. Who else? Yeah, Golden Balls. That was the one where you had to try and deceive somebody with what the value of your ball was. Your golden ball. Yeah. I think it was that what led into something like... What's the one with 20 boxes? Open the box. Deal or no deal, that's the one. Has that come back to telly? Because that used to be Noel Edmonds, didn't it? Is it? Oh. I think Wilkie liked Golden Balls. Why they got rid of Golden Balls, I'll never know. I saw so many people lose out on Golden Balls because they were just being greedy.
Bullseye as well, man.
Oh, Bullseye's coming back, isn't it? Yeah, it's supposed to be having Paddy McGuinness do it. No, it's not Paddy McGuinness, is it Andy Flintoff that's doing it? One of the two. He'll never beat Kickstart. Kickstart was tremendous. Dougie Lampkin, yeah.
it could do with being brought back. Big break.
Yeah, Big Break was good.
It's a knockout.
Yeah. I think it'd still work, you know, because you've got Virgo. He's still a character, you know. And there's some good characters in Snook. Could you imagine, what's his name? Ronnie. Yeah, they'd be great, wouldn't they? Yeah, I think it screams to be done because snooker's still really popular. If you got Luke onto the old darts game, he'd coin it in. He'd get loads of viewers watching that just to watch 18-year-old lad whoop everybody's ass. Yeah, the guys have just said that, Wilkie. Deal or no deal is on ITV now, but it's not the same. I don't think Stephen Mulhern's anything of a presenter. What's the one? My missus likes the one in the afternoons where it's the coin push jobby. What's it called? Tipping Point. My missus loves that programme. She thinks it's brilliant. I just think they're crap at choosing. Richard Osman's House of Games? Never seen that. The last one, Richard Osman. Higher or lower? Play your cards right. Yeah.
Blankety blank, check the pen.
Oh, there were so many people. It's called Blankety Blank, wasn't it? There was that program, Blankety Blank, check book or pen. What was it called? Yeah. Oh, what's a hotspot not? Oh, there's so many programs. That was Barrymore, wasn't it? Oh. Les Dawson did... Was Les Dawson the original Blankety Blank host, or was that Jimmy... Was it... No, and... What was the Irish fella that did... Terry Wogan. Terry... Blankety Blank for a long time. I don't know. Well, Wilkie's on the chat. I'm sure Wilkie will tell us who was first. A quick... Les Dawson. Oh, there was there.
And you had the South Connor show. You remember the
That's it.
22 war?
Dusty Bin.
Dusty.
Yeah. No, no.
Start to the video at the end.
Oh, shocking. No. No. Benny Hill would never get in telly now, would he? He'd never. 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 Wogan was first. Okay. Wogan was first. Yeah. Yeah, tell me about it. 3, 2, 1, Norman. So I remember a young lady from TV days of past called Isla Sinclair.
I don't have a clue who that is.
If Big Popper was on now, his Helen Mirren is my Isla Sinclair. She had hair like, oh, what's her name? I could compare her to who she is. She's a Scottish version of, oh, she does the ballroom dancing. Presents it. Dark hair in a bob. No, the one with her. Come on. You've got it, Mikey. It's in the back of your head. He doesn't watch it. But he knew who Tess Daly was. Yeah. Trying to think of what her name is. Who is it? Oh, come on. Anyway, Isla Sinclair, Scottish pop folk song writer, singer. She was also... oh, Lily Savage did it, didn't she? There we go. So it was Wogan, Les Dawson, Lily Savage, David Williams and Bradley Walsh in that order. Is that all the people that have presented Blankety Blank? Wow. But yeah, Lily... Wogan first, then Les Dawson. Yeah. Did Cilla Black do Blankety... No, she did Surprise, Surprise, yeah. And she did Blind Date. Yeah. Yeah, tremendous. I mean, Memory Lane, that tonight. Christ alive, that's stunning. Yeah. And you can't see half of this lot on YouTube, you know. It's not there. We pinched the idea from the USA. Did they now? The USA had a tremendous quiz that never took off here, where you gave the answer and you had to ask the question. The question was the answer. Jeopardy is what it was called, yeah. Yeah, that didn't take off here at all. You can't get prosecuted for double jeopardy, you know. But there was a couple, wasn't there, that we haven't mentioned. The Generation Game. Supermarket Sweep with Dale Winton. Family Fortunes. Well, Family Fortunes, it's different in the USA, isn't it? They call it Family Feud. And it's hosted by a black guy. What's his name? With a big moustache. Oh, what's his name? He's so funny. I love his expressions. When the ladies get a bit near to the cloth, he gets all embarrassed. Oh. Wilkie's come up with Krypton Factor. I think somebody mentioned that already, but that was another one. Fort Boyard goes in with that. Fort Boyard, which was originally done by a guy called Leslie Grantham. Steve Harvey, that's it, Geordie well said. Crystal Maze goes in with Krypton Factor, yeah.
What was his name? The guy with the bald head? Crystal Maze.
That was... Oh, that's a good question. What was the name of the bald guy on Crystal Maze, the first one? Can't remember. Big Popper said Steve Harvey as well, yes. Tremendously funny guy. The series they did in South Africa for that was fantastic. Oh, Blockbusters. Blockbuster. That was university students, wasn't it? Well, I used to... Yeah, well, I used to come home from school and watch Blockbusters when I got home. Because it was kids. It started off as a kids program, a kids quiz. Yeah. It's a knockout, says Wilkie. Countdown. Mastermind. Yeah, they're a different type of quiz though, aren't they? So I'm really disappointed currently at the prize money given by these shows. So there's a couple we've mentioned that you don't get a prize unless you win it, but you get knocked out at like the second stage with money in your bag, and I'm 100% sure you should take home that prize because you've won it. Yeah. Je sans frontières. No, that's absolutely right. You got nothing. But there were so many quiz games that you got to the end and you didn't win it. You got nothing. Can I have a P, please, Bob? Yeah, that's Blockbusters. Bullseye. Could have won. But the cheesy prizes were terrible. A wine decanter and 6 crystal glasses. A weekend at Bodmin. A new state-of-the-art TV with remote control. 16-foot wire and 8 channels. Christ. Yeah. A washing machine with tumble dryer. Some of the prizes was just cringe. But I suppose it's the same on things like the quiz game with the push coin slot. I've forgotten what that's called. Lee's just took a second off his time. 208221. That was The Price is Right. That was The Price is Right. And that was just like the Generation game as well. You got pulled out the audience and you had to remember stuff going across a conveyor belt in front. Oh, now Wilkie has just mentioned an absolute cracker. Absolute cracker. Treasure Hunt with Annika Rice. That was great. I used to enjoy that. Yeah. I said Fort Bayard a little while ago. It started off as a lunchtime program, yeah. But who was the girl? It was Treasure Hunt. I can't. It was Annika Rice, yeah. Annika Rice was a weather girl, wasn't she, originally? Melinda Messenger and Leslie Grantham did Fort Boyard, didn't they? Yeah. She was a dirty girl. Naughty girl, sorry. Yeah. Misspent youth. Oh, for now, Christ. Oh. Oh, guys. Mental. Yeah, and WhatsApp. Didn't he just? Wilkie's just said, I don't think you get permission to do treasure hunt these days due to heavier air traffic. I think as well what they used to do back then was well dodgy on it. You were basically able to fly anywhere where the people on the quiz show said where you were to go, whether they knew what they were talking about or not. Softs don't last long, Jim. No, I got 4 good laps and then I think if we're talking the last stint of the race, it would be mediums, softs. I'd have to do 8.85. And if I'd had some incidents, maybe if I could get that just 4 laps on the softs, that'd be tremendous. But I think it's going to be a horrendously. It's going to be an atrocious race, this one. If you've won the first race by chance on hards and you're at the back of the grid and you're going to try and get to the front of this race, the closeness that there's going to be in this race, because I think it's going to be 90% NSX.
We do one side. Do like Spa, all weather.
Yeah.
Like, all weather through the night, like it on the air raid.
Yeah. I just don't know how long I could sit and do that. I did the 4-hour race by 2 hours. Say again. Say again.
Well, no, 24 hours.
Oh yeah, we could do that. We could set up an hour-long race and do the 24 hours. Yeah, start at midday, finish at midday kind of thing. And then just let it do what it wants to do.
Yeah.
We could do that, yeah. 24 hours in an hour. Yeah. That'd be good. Yeah. Lara Croft on YouTube has all the shows if you want to re-watch Treasure Hunt. Oh, that's tremendous. And Lee did that time in the GTR. I know the GTR can be fast at certain tracks, definitely.
I've got my Optimum down to 209 with 464.
In the NSX? Yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to call that the night. I am absolutely snookered. I think that's been a tremendous night. I think we should do another 4-hour race Big Popper as well. I think we should set that up for a Saturday night maybe. A Saturday night maybe as a hosted lobby. Whether we do that as individuals or shared, but I'm disappointed I've not put my finger out on my backside and sorted something like we did last year. But I didn't want to redo the Le Mans 24-hour. I want to do something slightly different. And I probably want to do it towards the back end of the year. Back end of the summer. So let me get my head to thinking what we could do. Maybe have a chat with Big Popper. See if there's something that I can help Big Popper with this year again. And let's see if we can put our heads together and come up with some event that we could do.
What are the big endurance races are there after Le Mans?
Well, I was wondering whether we would want to do something like... I know people don't like Bathurst, and we've just had the Bathurst race. Exactly. So, we do have the Nürburgring 24-hour, as Wilkie suggested. We could do the Nurbs, but we could also do Spa. We have the European Endurance Series, don't we, that do 6-hour races. So if we really wanted to... Lee says he won't do that race. I get it. We've got the Spa 24, but we've also got the Endurance Series. I was wondering whether anybody would be up for a short Endurance Series over 4 months. So we pick one Sunday, the same Sunday every month, or a Saturday, and do a 6-hour race and do a bit of a league of it kind of thing. But I don't know whether that's too much, and whether actually we could do Barcelona 12-hour. Wouldn't it just? I think it would be tremendous, but we'd have to do something special and drive 12 hours on. I know people did 24 hours on their own, but
That would be the issue that I'd have, because
yeah,
I'm stuck in, I'm here on my own.
absolutely. You've got...
So for me, it's...
Well, Fat Man tried it. Fat Man tried it, and he, whilst he's a carer for his wife, etc., she was looking after him at the end of it. He was absolutely goosed. You know, Yeah, he sat through the 4 hours and Spa, and he got through that okay. But then he got to the early hours of the morning, having done like 16, 17 hours. And I remember listening to him on the old phone, and he was in agony. But thank you, Norman. Appreciate it, my friend. All the best. But yeah, that's something to put into the minds of people. We could do 12 hours on different days. Yeah, we could. But I'm thinking about tying it in with something, not necessarily for the channel, but something to use the channel to generate something for. So we'll see where it goes. But we've planted the seed. It'll grow into something. Anyway, I'm going to call that it for the night, folks. Have a fantastic week. And we will see you on Friday for the first round of the GR2 event. Yeah, he was cramping really badly. Fat man really did suffer. Poor bugger. But 2-hour league race on Sundays. Wow. We should do 2-hour formula races. That might be better than see, once a fortnight doing a 2-hour race on a Sunday afternoon. We could do Spa, Monza, etc, etc. We could do a short Formula 1 season, 2-hour races, or 60 laps, whatever that would turn into. Or whatever, we could divide a certain amount of time into the laps. It's got to be a minimum of 1 hour, 40 minutes, or whatever it is. Or 2 hours, and set the number of laps, or whatever. Something like that. Anyway, the seed is planted. We will discuss it again. Have a good one, folks. We'll see you on the next one. All the best. Take care.